Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and this week we have our new moon. New moon again! I keep saying new moon. Can't stop it. It's the Gemini energy that just feels so, fresh, and it's so full and bright that it can't help but feel light and initiative. And initiative, or just movement and flow. It's that beautiful mutable air. Beautiful mutable air. Say that 3 times fast and you will learn to master speech, maybe. But it is exactly that. It's playing. It's just playing around with energies. Nothing is really very tangible right now, especially with all of the retrograde energy that's spinning around us and everything. We can't really get a grasp or see or hold on to anything for real, but we're just kind of poking at it. We're getting an idea, and it's the best state and place that you can be at this point in time, is to allow yourself to be curious and allow yourself to engage with your inner child a little bit when it comes to just involving yourself with your external material world at this point, keeping that light-hearted perspective and just allowing things to kind of push and pull you as you go along, and you're gonna make your way through. So we're gonna take a step back with all of our retrogrades, and we're going to just do the signs as we move from our full moon to our new moon, and follow that waning energy and just pay closer attention to those smaller details, bringing all of that mutable back into our world in perspective and making life a little bit simpler. Let's get into our reads. Welcome, Cancer moon energy. The depths, the closeness, union of families. Those are the vibes and the focus. What's the focus? What's the focus? This is so clearly focus. Knight of Wands, High Priestess. We are focusing in to the depths, the deepest and darkest, the internal, the things you can only see with a crystal ball because they're not outside of yourself. They're in. The in. That internal focus is heightened. Felt that. Felt a little defensive. Yeah, I think it's going to be a time of sharpened tongues and external projections based off of thoughts that come out of self-reflection. Just barely, I don't even know if I can get you to see, barely see those, zeppelins coming out of the clouds. Hidden in the fog. It's a little paranoid even, you just can't see all of the threats. There's the fog. In that night, it's reminding me of the fog inside the crystal ball, and the fog happening here. 3D, get it? We got this fire deep below the ocean, powered by steam. The water is representing your emotions, of course. The fire is representing your passions, your drive, your fire, your gusto. I do feel like we have a willingness to cut through. I would just be cautious of flailing your sword around in the dark or in the mist at unseen enemies, because they might be inside of you, and like what's outside of you might not actually be the threat, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting off of that. Not saying there aren't people out to get you. The world is the world. I'm just saying, what are apparitions created by your own interpretations due to your own internal weathers that are projecting your perceptions of your surroundings as either threatening or discomforting? What falls out unseen and almost stumbled upon while searching in the fog, trying not to cut people's faces unnecessarily. The Ace of Pentacles. Unforeseen, again, because we're going through this fog and mist, but I think there is something to be uncovered, to be found, that is worth finding, and it is tangible. It's something you can grab with your hand and hold. So they're not all apparitions. It's not all fog. There is something out there that's shining, that's calling. And we need to use our keen eye and internal navigation fighting a little bit with fight or flight, I guess, to observe ourselves and the reflections of our surroundings accurately and navigate our way through it and slice through the tension, the fog, the confusion, in order to find this tangible reason, thing, something of value. We're just covering 3 days for like all of the people now. So we might even have some shorter reads. And that's okay, because further exploration can be done internally in different areas. And I think that is kind of the whole point. It's keeping it kind of simple. That's the whole thing around this, is disciplining ourselves with our waters, with our steam, with our fire, through our fog and internal weathers. And getting a hold of something. I just wanna, there, the hands grabbing the orbs. It's your message. That is your message. Seek within and ye shall find without. Have a fantastic Cancer moon. See you next time.